Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to talk to you guys about selection process. I'm talking to many people who are going through selection at the moment, and I totally understand. I think it's getting very frustrating, very exhausting, very demanding, and emotionally it's taxing everybody. And that's how selection is. That's how selection is because the selection time is one of the most emotionally draining process, because you find that particularly those who are in their honors program, or those in their third year program. I think the honors people who are doing third year, who are going to honors, are still coming around September, but there might be others who have started. But I think this might be more relevant to those in the master selection who are already in the selection process currently. And I mean, it's draining. What makes it even more draining is that you find your studies are still continue. You still need to submit assignments. You still need to write tests. You still need to do your, ordinary demands of your studies. You still need to meet them, because your academic calendar will not stop because you have got selection. Other institutions, particularly the private, I think the private are more understanding. I think during this time they also work around the schedule, but it will not absolutely pause everything. That is what makes it more demanding. But besides that, you still have your normal life. If you've got relationship issues, they continue. If you've got issues at home, they still continue. So whatever issue that you have in life, for whatever reason, will still continue, which also now adds to the burden. And I wanted to encourage you to say, there is a point in life where you sort of switch off from any other challenge and focus on the prize that has got an ability or a potential to change the course of your life forever. And what always motivated me, I remember there was a time when I was a student, I think I was at the first year, and I went for a re-exam. And I remember my thinking at the time. I used to think, you know what, I come from not so good background. If I fail, I've got a whole year to repeat. That was my thinking. Or I sacrifice this month or this week or the next 3 weeks and have no life. I've got no life, which means when I woke up, it doesn't matter if I have a girlfriend or not. It doesn't matter if I've got a friend or not. They are not going to play any role in my life. What will matter in my life in the next week or so will be making sure that I sacrifice for those few weeks so that I don't have to pay for the whole year. And I want you to think about selection like that. It might be the most horrible month that you have to go through. But if I were to be you, I will count the cost. Do I sacrifice my month to enjoy the rest of the year? And the joy basically means you being selected for masters, you being selected for honors. Or do I get into victim, feel sorry mentality? Do they even know that I don't have transport to the selection? Do they even know that I'm in another province? Why aren't they not considerate? How will I even pay for accommodation? Don't think like that. When you are disadvantaged people, you are on your own. If I were to be blunt with you, if you get into victim mentality, you'll never cross that path. You'll never cross that path. Life is not like that. When you are on your own, that is why, and personally, and I'm sharing this because I used to think differently. And I think when I got to psychology, positive psychology really affected my thinking. I used to get into class and realize, oh, I'm the only one without the car here. something is not right with life generally. I could cry about it, I could mourn about it, I could hate my parents about it. What did you do when other parents were getting cars for their children? But it will not get me anywhere. It will not get me anywhere. And I used to think, even if I can blame apartheid, there are parents who lived around apartheid whose kids now have cars. I don't have it. So I just decided I'm not going to blame the circumstance. I will acknowledge it, that it's affecting me, it's having an impact on me, it's emotional burden on me, but I don't want 10 years along the line, I look back and I realize I should have, but I never did. So I needed to always understand, what sacrifice do I need to make now? And the thing about sacrifice, you need to make them for a short space of time, very short space of time. It's just that when you are there, it looks like the whole, eternity is happening. It's like as if you need to live like this forever, because you are drained on daily basis. But I don't want you to keep that mentality. It will not get you anywhere. Tell yourself, if I go to the interview today, I blunder, but I'm called for tomorrow. If I need to put my favorite show aside, I will put it. If I need to put my boyfriend aside, I will do it. If I need to put my girl, whatever I need to put aside, I will do it. But I'm going to enter into a zone where I'm going to focus, so that by the time I get to the selection room, my mind is tuned in. That's what you do. It's very stressful, it's very burdensome, it's very exhausting, it's emotionally demanding, but you can't afford to play on those emotions. You can't afford that. It's a sacrifice that you have to make, but I can assure you, I received a lot of calls as well of people who have been selected. The joy, the peace, the tears of joy that they have to say, yo, Dr. T, yeah, no, it's been a long journey, but I have crossed over. I still repeat what I told people 3 years ago. If you get into the masters or you become a psychologist, you'll never regret it. You'll never. I'm yet to find a psychologist say, I became a psychologist, I regret it, all this hard work. You will not regret it. Economically speaking, life general, it will change your life. If changing your life, that's what you want education to do, it will definitely do that. So I wanted to do this short video just to encourage you. If you are going through selection, you have been rejected somewhere, but you've been invited somewhere, don't focus on the negative. Don't focus on the fact that you are rejected somewhere. I tell people, last year I interviewed a lot of people who got selected. Almost all of them, they were rejected somewhere. Don't let rejection somewhere be a confirmation that you are not good enough. The fact that you've been invited somewhere should be a confirmation that you've got a potential to become a psychologist. That's all you focus on. If you get rejected somewhere, it has nothing to do with you. It's a space issue. They want few people. The competition was tough. The context was different, but I'm not going to let that affect my next selection. That's my word for you. All the best. Give it everything that you have. Switch off from anything else that will not help you in the sacrifice that you have to make. It's a journey, it's a sacrifice, it's burdensome, it's demanding, but it will be worth the price. All the best, and I'm looking forward to the good news.